drip this. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex. Thumb down, now check. No drip this. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip this, tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip this, tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself, they getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip this, tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down, now check. No drip this. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up.
The market crashed on me, but that's not my last, homie. It ain't over for me. It ain't over for me. The market crashed on me, but that's not my last, homie. Only one logical thing to do. Don't trip, by the dip, 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 by the dip. Don't trip, by the dip, 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 by the dip. Don't trip, by the dip. Get my chips and dip. Hot on coins and watch me flip. In and out, I'm stacking pips. Market look embarrassed. By the dip, 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 by the dip. Don't trip. Sour cream and onion dip. Scoop it with some ruffle chips. Sink 'em like Titanic ships. Bartender, here's a tip. Crypto face is the truth. He can even show you proof. This is market cipher school. Rory made you say, ooh, wish I had one too. Making plays on trading view. Waiting on a blue triangle. I just call it Blue's Clue. Portfolio diversified. Keep my balance classified. Scared to look, you terrified. But when you did, you almost died. All good before you went to sleep. Woke up to a surprise. Couldn't believe your eyes. Where the hell did your money go? You like, oh my God, what the fuck happened? Bitcoin dumping in my sleep. Woke up to a market sweep. That's the reason I don't sleep. Keep my eyes on the prize. Bought some Hex and Cardano. Fear of missing out. FOMO, that's a no-no. Yeah, I know, bro, but I still do the shit. I'm just trying to hit a lick, so I think I just might buy the dip, 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 buy the dip. Don't trip, buy the dip, 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 buy the dip. Don't trip, buy the dip. Get my chips and dip. Hot on coins and watch me flip. In and out, I'm stacking pips. Market look embarrassed. Buy the dip, 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 buy the dip. Don't trip. The market crashed on me, but it's not my ass, homie. Time to rise up out the flames like a motherfucking phoenix. Flying high in the sky, and I motherfucking mean it. Put it all on the house, I can't help it cause I'm greedy. Got a family, gotta feed it. All my followers, man, they need me. We can all get rich together, talk about financial freedom. BTC, ETH, XRP, that's a threesome. Three-way. Blockchain tokens got your boy really eating. Cryptocurrency is a gift from God. All praises to the Most High. Help me beat the odds, playing smart, so I don't get wrecked like you pencil next. Wear a crew.
Good morning all. Yes, sir. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good. Happy. Today is Monday. See what we got going on. Make sure all systems go. Oh, one camera not working. I'll have to fix that after. I know the issue, a bit complex to fix. We'll do it after. Now, let's get into the calendar here. Monday, JPY bank holiday. We have a bit of Euro news at 1 p.m. So nothing really to worry about for the rest of London. Clean for NY. We have a bit of ECB speaking as well. And then that's about it. Tuesday, we have some PPI. And then on Wednesday, we have a pretty heavy day in terms of news in general. But, you know, not in terms of major pairs, we look at a bit of GBP autumn forecast statements. GDP, we have unemployment claims as well, which should be important here. No forecast has come out just yet here. So that's going to be important. Labor market. If labor market is doing weak, it will push them because they're like 50-50 on rate cuts. They have a 50-50 bias on rate cuts, means like 50% they want to cut rates, 50% they don't want to cut rates. So depending on what they decide, it will definitely push them if the labor market is struggling to cut rates. That's how it normally works, right? So let's have a look at the analysis here, see what's going on the charts and take it from there. If we're starting off here from the daily time frame, previous daily did end up closing bearish here, holding daily support as we can see. 4-hour time frame closed doji bullish here. Pretty choppy price action if we look at gold right now. After that kind of like 50% news came out, right? That we're not really picking direction. We are towards the lower end of the range, holding that daily support. It's going to be a tough zone to sell at the daily support here. But bouncing from it could be an option here if we want to start to change the structure, maybe work our way back towards this previous 1 hour. There's a lot of wicks in this zone I'm noticing here. Not going to be the easiest zone. You can just see that from how many wicks there are and how it's a bit choppy here. So we want to be careful with that and really identify that before moving further and be like, okay, that's in my mind. That's what I'm seeing right now. 15-minute resistance laying right here. 15. I mean, it'd be ideal. Mixed bias. Do we want to try sell off lower, but we're holding support here? Yeah, I mean, if we pull back right now like this, we could see buys from down here back up from the 4-hour support, for example. Especially since we didn't tap this target here yet. So if we could pull back, form a support candle, we could take buys back up to see if we can come here. Maybe later try some downside. If it just creates a resistance here, I'm even thinking, is that even a sell? But that's going to depend. 1 hour is going to break structure here, you see. So I don't like that selling right then when 1 hour is broken structure. Doesn't make sense for me. It's kind of counter productive in that sense because you're fighting something that won't usually reward you. If we're looking at DAX here, let's have a look at DAX. Can see DAX forming a nice pre-session consolidation. We can get a break. Very very weird, like I don't know what to call this type of price action. It's just like pump, pullback, pump, pullback. Now we're consolidating. So I'm thinking in my head, are we going to see a pullback first? Yeah, it's like a whiplash. Yeah, it's like a whiplash, you know. But my question is, are we going to see a pullback first or are we going to just see a pump? Because the pump makes sense. We have a nice room here to see a little bit of a push through. So doing the analysis from daily time frame here, previous daily closing bullish. Not really the best bottom wick on this candle here. See how it looks on broker here. Get that up and see what's going on. Come on. There we go. So let's see how it looks on daily. Daily. Yeah, so it's just a gap up there, but you know, we're sitting at that daily resistance, so we want to get above it. If we were to pull back, yeah, we could buy on the pullback. Definitely an option. So it's kind of like a breakout trade today if we see the breakout of the range. If not, pull back maybe towards this type of zone here. And that's a gap on broker. And see if we can fill the gap and continue towards the upside. You know, something like that. Something like that. Only thing I worry about is maybe this 4 hour up here. So we need to mark it. Should we touch gold today, sir? Let's see how it forms. Just Monday here. It's just Monday. We haven't had a session yet, so maybe volume comes in and it starts to push away from that. What is GJ saying here? Daily time frame close bearish. Let's see if I can fix this camera. Yeah, we'll just have a look at this, then we'll fix it. Daily looks like that. Weekly close bullish here at weekly resistance. 4 hours trying to break structure. We've already broken out, so we want to pull back. Then there could be something. We have a nice range here on 4 hour if price wants to continue up today here. But we already broken out as we speak, and it's JPY bank holiday. But if there's London volume, JPY bank holidays, I've always traded on with no issues. Only USD bank holidays I have issues. But I can't buy the highs like this. Makes no sense. We already had this candle here. Yeah, I want to see a pullback to be able to get in. Also with this 1 hour candle closing in 3 minutes. You'd have to put stop like that. 19 pips for 19. I mean, it's on the limit. On the limit. So I wonder how this 1 hour... I think this 1 hour is going to close above. I'm pretty sure. I'll be very surprised if last 2 minutes it dumps below here. But it is possible. It is possible. That type of stuff does happen. But yeah, that's basically the analysis, what I'm looking for today. And let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Appreciate you guys showing up as always. You know the drill. Leave a like on the stream. Happy Monday to everyone. Let's get this new week started. Continue yesterday's solid week. Last week of the month here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, last week of the month. Monday is a new month. It's December. Wow. How time is flying. So let's make this week count. This is a capital preservation week. We're taking good setups, preserving the money we've made this month. It's been a very solid month. Amazing options NY. If you haven't been keeping track of my trades, make sure you can see so in Harry's channel here. And of course the live streams, and some stuff came, after stream. That was the problem, but it's been solid, man. It's been solid. Very happy with it. And I think, yeah, I think it would be good. What's this achievement? Let's have a look here. Nice. Starting off Monday with 1.4K. Amazing. There we go. So success is coming. Just as I was mentioning about that, we have someone ripping it on Monday and doing well. So happy to see that. And yeah, it's great to see, man. Great to see people succeeding. So we'll see what happens for the rest of the day. Would you analyze NQ, bro? Maybe. Maybe. We can have a quick look. Daily time frame coming down. We're at this like previous daily support zone here. Weekly, sorry. Daily now created that bullish candle there. trying maybe a little bit of a bounce. We have to see how we react at this. So if we can get a back above this previous 4 hour, we could potentially see some upside. But if we just remain below it, then we're going to go fill this gap, I'm pretty sure. And then maybe we bounce out of there. Pretty similar to DAX, man. Pretty similar to DAX. Analysis is almost the same. The whole market's going to follow each other. If we get a bounce in the overall market, NQ is going to follow with it. If we're going to gap fill first, we're going to see that. With that being said, there's a possibility, can we gap fill first? That is something. What is bias? Previous daily bullish, previous 4 hour bullish. Can I play the gap fill here? This is the 1 hour open here. No top wick. I really want to see a top wick. We have a break of structure, but no top wick. Just double check that on broker. Yeah, no top wick. That's annoying. It's a gap up though. But anyways, we would need a close below here. Would be important to see that. See if I can fix this. Oh, there we go. Let's go. How loud is music? Music loud enough? Too quiet? I feel it's quiet. Let me know. YouTube chat, Zoom chat. Good, good. Let's see what YouTube say. Good morning, good morning. It's good? Okay, that's good. Must be my headphones then. It's really quiet for me. Good volume? Nice. We'll keep it this volume. Let me reference what that is so I know. All right. Looking at a potential swing trade on AUD USD. Potential swing trade here. Same on Bitcoin. Yeah, nice. Want to see a little bit more confirmation. Fill this gap, maybe come back to daily open, see what it does around daily open. Problem is this trade is relied on the US dollar getting a bit weaker here, which is definitely possible. I see it, but maybe not today. Have to hold it for a little while. Yo, Bentley. What is fundamentals of gold? What do you mean by fundamentals of gold? It's going to be to do with interest rates is going to be very important, right? Interest rates is going to be the important one, which really is what's driving the market. Of course, there's tariffs and there's other stuff going on, but you know, with AI bubble and stuff like that, but it's drastically going to be impacted by interest rates. Anyone here watch F1? Yeah, I do watch F1. One win this week and I'm done for the month. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, man. It's not being bad. It's a good way to do that. But you have to think, what if you lose? You're working at the F1 this weekend. Damn. That's sick. You're pissed off as a McLaren fan? You have to be careful. Max Verstappen come past you like that. You have to be careful. That's cool. That's cool to be working at F1. I want to go to F1 here, Abu Dhabi. Next, after Qatar, we have Abu Dhabi F1. I just regular tickets. It's boring if you don't go with someone. I'm checking with who wants to come with. None of my friends want to put the money down for any paddock tickets or anything. Max is McLaren's daddy. I'll be honest, the McLaren boys have done very well, man. I have to somewhat support McLaren because of me obviously being British, so I have to, you know, compulsory. Sure thing now, Max will crush Lando and Oscar. What do you think? Well, they've done too much this season for them to be crushed. I mean, if you actually look at the points, absolutely, I think McLaren is way ahead. Like, there's no chance. If you look at the points. Team standing, they're way ahead. Yeah, man. 756 compared to 431, man. Let's see driver, though. Ooh, I mean, he could come. It's fight for second. Fight for second. So yeah, it should be good actually, because then, you know, it would put McLaren, you know, disrupt McLaren driver P1, P2. How many points does a driver get for winning a race? 25? So if Max wins the next race, yeah, he could be first driver of the year again. So actually, yeah, that's fun to watch. That will be interesting. The team is just a disaster. I mean, team we don't care, but driver of the year? Yeah, we have Qatar next. So Norris is under pressure now. He has to hold podium, right? He's under pressure now. I mean, okay, let's calculate this. If Max wins the next two races, but what if Norris becomes second? Someone do the math. Someone do the math. If Norris comes second, how many points will he get? Will Max still be able to win if he wins both, or no? Will him coming in second still keep him afloat? I think him coming in second will still keep it. So he has to flop in Qatar race. Again. If Lando's P2, he gets 18 points. Which area do you stay in? Dubai? I'm in JVC. Yeah, I'm in a different Jumeirah. I'm in the classic Jumeirah, not Jumeirah Village Circle. If Norris comes second, the Max need is double did not finish. DNF. No, Max would not need to DNF. Qatar's fastest lap time is by Norris, by the way. He knows his track. I don't doubt Max Verstappen, man. This is a quick driver, man. If he has the car is set up right, he will send it. He will send it. I actually met Lando Norris here in Dubai by accident. When? I met him last year. I was in the mall and he was in AP, Audemars Piguet, having a look. Isle of Man is the real man's race? Yeah, of course. Of course. That's a whole different discipline. Did you approach him? I was in the shop and he came in. I was sitting in the shop and then he came in. Had a look around. He was with someone else. Just casually. So I didn't need to approach. I heard rumors he joined the exclusive group. I don't think he needs money from the exclusive group. Think he does alright. I think if you Google search his salary, you will realize, I think he's okay. But you know, a lot of these guys get scammed, huh? Because they have all this money and then they mix with the wrong people. And these guys, like, if look at the rate of the professional athletes and the scams in investment scams. Most of these professional athletes get done in investment scams. Fucking man. And those, I'm telling you, it's the scammers are the ones who always the ones in front, man. But they always do people dirty. But for some reason, the industry loves them. It just doesn't make any logical sense to me. Check the liquidity grab from 4 hour. Might get the breakout here. We just need to stay a little bit patient. I heard one guy from Breaking Bad, the son, his money guy didn't pay any tax, took it all, so had to pay the tax back himself. Damn. Gold was moving so much before Frankfurt opened, now it's sleeping. It's Monday though, like, you know, you can't say that it's done. Like it's just Monday, you know, also approaching end of month. There's like reasons for it to do so. So don't let that heat you up on the charts. Don't let that annoy you, make you feel like it's boring. Like that's what's going to cause you to bring out emotions that's going to cause you to fail. Most of the work should be done already, you know. Now is not the you know, now is not the time to try to be chasing back losses, trying to, you know, now is the time just to trade setups and just try end your month well. If you start losing, like one tip that I always do is my last week of the month, I always set a budget. So if I'm up 8%, 9%, I'm going to say I'm going to give myself a 2% budget. Meaning if I blow 2% this week, no matter what, even if the best setup comes next, I am going to stop trading. You know? Why? Because that's going to protect my capital from anything having bad. And to do that, I'm still giving back 2% if it happens. If not, then guess what? I'm just going to make more. So it's really good. You saw him then, you did not meet him? Well, I said hello. I mean, if that doesn't count as meeting him, I mean, I didn't have a meeting with him. It's not like I organized a meet him. So I don't know what you classify as meet. He came in, I said hello and stuff like that. Would we be more aggressive in break-evens at the end? No, I don't agree with being more aggressive in break-evens because a setup is a setup, right? If you're taking it means you trust in the trade. Just because it's the end of the month doesn't mean you have to like stop trusting your trade. But one thing you could do is, you know, I mean, the end of the month can give you like, you could try, one thing I like to do at the end of the month sometimes is if I have a good month, then just leave my trade to run for my bigger targets because you're not trying to build a balance. You could get an amazing bonus at the end of month being like, you know what, it's end of month. I see this going towards the 4 hour based on XXX. You have to have reasons, right? These are the reasons I see it going to 4 hour. Let me try extend my target and get a banger. And if it comes back to entry, so what? You already have a month that you're happy with. But if you get that extra, then it's a massive bonus, you know, and that's how you can compound a month hard at the end of it and make it worthwhile. But there has to be reasons to do so. Otherwise, just close at target as usual. Great video on psychology yesterday. Yeah, make sure to have a look on it. It's not going to be a popular video, I know, but I think it's a very important video, this one. I made a whole matrix for you guys. It's not just a sit talk down video. There's actually a whole matrix, and this should actually help you guys quite a lot. Something that you guys can follow and get good at it. So have a look at it. Take serious discipline to follow your 2% plan. Yeah, exactly. Let's see what will happen on Sunday to see Oscar in pole position and win GP. You want him to win GP. NV2F. Interesting name. Bro counts. Just seeing him F to F counts. Yeah, that's what I would say, right? I disagree. Claudio says, I disagree. You're too focused on money. You got to follow the process if you're a millionaire at the end of the month or death. That's what I was saying. Following the process, wasn't talking about money, but of course people can interpret the way I say things as they wish. That's what I mean. You're focused on process. You're looking at the bigger target saying like, let me try extend my targets here. Because you have to, like, at the end of the day, there is some focus on money. You have to, that's something you can never avoid, is take that detachment from money. You know, you can be as good, like I tell you, even the best traders in the world, they still have a thought about money. There is just no way that you can detach yourself fully unless there is one way you can do that, which is when you're not trading your own money. It's a lot easier, but at the same time it brings a different type of pressure, in my opinion. But there is a detachment compared to when you're in the beginning, of course. I think in the beginning, you know, you are going to be a bad attachment, but there is such thing, in my opinion, and my opinion only, and based on what I've seen in this industry, is there's a good attachment to money, which means that you're responsible, because it could also mess you up. If you just don't give a fuck and you're just like, I'm just don't care, I'm just doing this, it could be a bad. Oh my god, it's definitely harder. I'm trading investor capital. It's not easy at all. Yeah, I've done it as well, and it's a different type, man. It's a way different type, because normally when you do that, numbers are a bit bigger. I mean, if you're trading the same numbers that you were at first, like not you, but in general, then there's no point of investor capital. But normally when you trade investor capital, it's a lot different, because now you have an external pressure of expectations and stuff like that. But again, it's what we put on ourselves. I developed a different mindset and a different matrix to do that. I've also, you know, as you probably know, we've had others who've done that approach as well. And there's a certain trick that really can make you understand something nice, you know. That's what I found. You really understand, if I think about it like this, it really clears things up for me. Harry, in this month I tried to hold every trade to 1 to 2, but I'll hit B after 1 to 1. I feel regret. How can I handle this? Your targets are wrong in my opinion. Like, what's your reason to hold 1 to 1? I mean 1 to 2, sorry. That's my question to you. You have to have a reason to hold 1 to 2. Why are you holding 1 to 2? If it's hitting 1 to 1, then that probably means that target is better. So you wrote to me, you try to hold it, then, you know. Harry, I aped into Bitcoin. I'm more of a Ethereum guy, but what do you think seems like a sweet spot for BTC? I'm more of a BTC guy than an Ethereum guy. Of course, I do hold BTC. Depends where you aped in at, you know. There's definitely some threats we could have, but it's not a bad reaction spot for sure. Does this bounce lead into a lower high? We take a dip lower? We will see, but from where we are, I expect a bounce, and the bounce is happening, you know. Harry, why do you prefer TopStep amongst other prop firms? Not that I prefer them, it's because I wanted to try a futures prop firm, and between futures prop firm, TopStep is one of the biggest. So I went with them, and when I applied for Apex, they had a problem. My country wasn't listed. So that was the actual reason, you know. Bro, sometimes people's behavior confuse me. Maybe you know Umar Ashraf. Yeah, he owns TradeZella. When he was in a win streak, people call him a great trader. Now he loses 1.2 million and people says he's a gambler. Yeah, welcome to the trading world, man. That's just how people are. I mean, look at me. You can use me as a prime example, you know? I'm just the guy who's showing stuff transparently. Yeah, I have a negative quarter, you know, which is something normal in a trading career in London only, right? You can see my whole track record for NY. I have no reason. I'm never the guy showing you 100% months. I could do 100% months, but then I have to actually gamble. But gambling in this industry is rewarded because it's more wow. You know, it's more impressive, right? It's more impressive. But you can see that obviously from me being transparent in London, look what's happened. People, they're not interested. It's just how it works. People love heroes and anti-heroes, nothing in between. Yeah. I think a saying that I quite, and this applies to what Umar is basically having, and something that is quite nice is you're only remembered for the last thing you do. And I think that's very true in our industry. You know? And that's kind of what you said, right? People were calling him a great trader. Now he loses 1.2 million and now they say he's a gambler. So you're only remembered for the last thing you do. I think we can mostly agree that November is a goated month. Yeah, it's been some great trades, but again, on the time that I stream, it's not been that exciting. But, you know, I'm not going to change that just to try. I did stream NY to show you guys. And every single NY stream, we got a trade and a win. So I literally picked 2 random days to stream NY. And the days I streamed NY, we win. So I just wanted to show you that because people are like, no, it's not true. Literally, we just came and won. So it does happen. But this is, you know, market cycles. And it's something that people have to understand. And just part of the game, to be honest. I honestly like the challenges. I think it makes you a better trader. So let's see what gold wants to do. We're trying to change structure here in potentially 5 minutes. We've retested here. I don't like that this hasn't retested the highs first to take a sell back down. 1 hour, of course, we still have the break of structure. 30 minute, you know, is looking a bit choppy. Bentley, if you see this, how's it? Claudio's asking you, Bentley, how's your November going, man? He's asking, how's your November going? Are you still going to do a NY streams, Harry, or mostly London? I'm mixing. You know, same in the group. It's just how it is. I mean, we're very close. He is where? He's in YouTube chat. DAX liquidated Asia. Let me see Asia's low in DAX. Asia low. Yeah, it did. There's also a gap fill there. You took any gold buys on Friday? No, I took a US 30. I took a US 30 buy. That's what I took. Yeah, Bentley did 3.6% this month. But weren't you finishing exams in the beginning of the month or something? You tell me you didn't do good in exams. At least you made profitable month. Yeah, I got cooked. Maybe that's why he was trading instead of studying exams. We have to find out. So I wonder, this is a big reaction we're seeing here. If we can get out of the range would be nice. Did you go long on the yen yet? No, I haven't gone long on the yen. Not just yet. Not till we have this UK budget come out. Waiting for this UK budget. Oh, this is a little bit interesting here as well. Eesh. That's not that bad. I wonder if this can make... I haven't traded GJ in a long time, but this is not that bad. I might go short on the yen right now. Long on the GBP. Let's see. What we're looking like here. We'll see in 2 minutes. I want to see. I mean, I still don't fully trust GJ, but I've been watching it. There are some good moves here and there. I do like the way it's retest. I mean, in terms of a setup, this is a very good confirmation setup. Very good. I mean, 1 hour's above, 30 minutes above liquidity grab, 30 minute, 15 minute is going to potentially close above. I mean, yeah. Pretty heavy setup. Let's see if we can create a bottom wick. Yeah, I'm gonna give this a short break of high. Probably gonna go 0.7 risk just because I don't fully trust GJ yet, but I think it makes sense for me. great bottom wick. So if this flips, should make sense here. What do you think of GJ for a swing trade? Not wondering. GJ giving me bad memories with 25 point spread on FTMO, wondering what I'm doing wrong. I think 2.5 spread is pretty high. My spread on IC is 0.5, 0.6, 0.5, 0.6. I think I can get away with that. I got 0.6. Yeah, that's not bad. GJ 0.5 on ACG. Bank of Japan isn't closed today. Yeah, I've always traded on bank holidays for Bank of Japan. Just US bank holidays and of course GBP bank holidays have affected me. Otherwise, it's been okay. This 5-minute candle is going to close back in the range. I'm not worried about it closing back in the range because this trade has a lot of higher time frame confirmations. So you don't want to be put off by just one candle on the 5 because we have a 1 hour close above, 30-minute close above, 15-minute close above. It's a lot. How do you handle having no London session entry? Do you check NY or just skip trading? No, I check NY. Most of the time I check NY. You can see my trades here in Harry's trades. You can catch up with that stuff. At least to this target here we have room. It all changed when I went to settings, adjust spread option. Who wants settings enabled $100? Harry, can you record NY analysis after doing it and post it? Yeah, I do it every day, man. I post it every day and I post it in the exclusive group here, man. Look. NY plans. Right here, I put my chart and I put a Loom recording here. NY analysis. What trades I'm going to take and everything. You know, my exact plans. Only thing is this trade might take some time looking at how it is now. Gold trying to do the breakout towards upside, so we could have buys on gold as well above the range. We'll have to see about that. Seven minutes. If this closes back in the range, I need a 5-minute candle close above, because now we're closing back inside the range. No volume? Yeah, but that's fine. No volume now. But when we flip, hopefully that is the catalyst, because now we're breaking highs, breaking the range. You know, 1 minute will leave this consolidation. We would have a fresh breakout. So in that case, I would expect volume then. If there's no volume after the breakout, then, you know, we just have to kind of sit through it. We have a 15-minute candle close above the range here, but you can see the last time, this is the same scenario. 15-minute candle close above the range, no continuation. Also, it's not a time of volume as well. It's not a time of volume as well, so that's why it kind of failed. But the point is that daily resistance is sitting there. We can get a 5 closing above that daily resistance. We have nice clean candles here. That would be something I would consider here as a 5 closing above the daily. Just don't like how clean we are down here. It's a lot of room for price to fill. So yeah, not the best volume at the moment, but we're not triggered, so it's pretty chill when that happens. What if GJ makes S3, we can adjust our SL? Yeah, we could technically, yep. You buy on gold now, you lose. Well, I'm not planning to buy on gold right now. Especially after this driving all the way up here. Not really where I want to buy gold. And I also don't want to lose, so both ways it's protecting my plan. Wouldn't mind this though. Take that bite. Oops. I want my line. It is a messy range though. One minute for this candle to close. Looks like it's gonna close back inside the range, so I'd need a 5-minute candle closing above to make this valid. Just something getting back, because we still have the 1 hour close, we still have the 30-minute close, so it's not bad. But I would like to see something. I mean, if I want to go super aggressive, I would just wait for a 1 minute close, but I think a 5 will be a little bit better for something like GJ. It is creating higher low supports. We'll see. It could close above the range and give us a setup 3. Last 30 seconds, it's possible. If this 1 minute does some business right now, it is possible. See if she does close above the range. It's trying. Alright, close back in the range. Gonna delete my order for now. Just not obviously getting out of the range, pushing up, something like this, you know. Bit of a waste. If I really trust bias though today, I could buy right now inside of the range. How much do I trust bias? Daily fat bearish candle close, not really strong bottom wick. 4 hour hasn't closed above the break of structure yet. Yeah, so I don't think I have enough just yet to trust that fully. Otherwise, I would have just bought on this 5 candle close like this. And then put stops like this and trust the bias. But I think I just want it to get out the range and then I'll be involved in the buys. It's not a massive difference. It's a difference of 5 pips, you know. I can leave 5 pips to have more confirmation in a scenario. What puts me off is that daily candle close and it's coming from a weekly resistance. If we were lower in the range, it makes a lot more sense. But being higher in the range, I want to just... And we also don't have a confirmation of the 4 hour closing above just yet. I'd rather be outside the range. Which could happen soon. We just have to keep an eye on it. So let's see what gold is doing now. Yeah, gold is ripping through highs here right now. Is daily rejecting something? We can have a look. Yeah, it's rejecting that previous daily, so it does help that. Let me just double check this bottom wick on broker. Yeah, we have no bottom wick on broker, so definitely is a threat. Damn, Maurizio, huh? Surviving his internship. He's coming out alive. And DAX here. DAX is trying to break out here. 30-minute has a close above. I wonder if this 5-minute is going to be enough here. You know, there is a scenario where we can do something, take out the lows, and then we go and mess up everyone at the highs here. But, you know, it doesn't always happen. We just have to be confident with bias. If we're confident with bias right now, it won't happen. But if bias is going to be a little bit fucked today, then yeah, definitely can take out the lows, take out the highs, and then still continue up after taking out the highs, come down, maybe stop mid-range, then make its way up. What time is it? 48, 10 minutes to open? Let's have a look. We could always be aggressive. We could always be aggressive. Your 50-minute has no top wick, is that so? Let me have a look at my 50-minute London broker. Oh, I have a clear one. I have no bottom wick. That's what I don't have. Yes, yes, yes. I have the same. You're right, that is definitely a threat here. Definitely a threat. So hopefully we can make... Oh, I just made one, so... There we go. It answered my question. Hopefully we could make one and then it came, so that's nice. So yeah, I would like to see a close above here. I still like the idea on GJ, just give it some time. Yeah, it makes sense, but I think it will be a lot easier move once we get above here. We'll have a lot more clarity. At least it needs to get out of this 1 minute range. Because if it really wants to be boring, it will come back up to the top of the range, retest the bottom again, then maybe make its way up. So I want to see it get out the range. Then I'll probably go again with the same idea. I don't mind the idea. I don't mind the idea. At least a 1 minute close I want to see above the range. Appreciate everyone showing up to stream. Make sure you leave a like on the stream. You know the drill. Would appreciate it. Call it the YouTube business. Yeah, we might have it now trying. It's trying on the 1 minute. Let's see if it wants to do it. Get out of the range. There's the break. So let's see if we can hold now above the range or not. Seems like it should hold. I'd be surprised for it to whip back here in the last 14 seconds, but it is possible. Yeah, so simple retest to here, and I'll be looking to take a buy from here, and that's it. That's my plan right now. Some sort of retest. I can now run stops tighter like this. Shouldn't need to break through these lows to continue up. That'll be it. So yeah, pretty simple then. Get the 1 minute structure as well. Fishy every time it made a pullback. It is fishy, but at least now when I get the pullback and see the reaction, I can rely on this big block. It's just GJ things, man. We have a lot of 15 structure. We just need to build trust in GJ again. GJ things. So we'll keep an eye, see if we want to come down or not. So here, let's see if we can create structure. Or if it creates structure above is also a possibility, then I don't get my entry. Fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. Right, so we're coming back. Now we need to see some sort of reaction here. I'm not just taking it randomly. I want to see it react. Otherwise, it can just dump straight through. So either we see a good, strong 1 minute candle come. We'll see how it wants to form. 5 minute close is gonna, ooh, wow. 5 minute didn't close above. That's actually important here, even if I wait for a 1 minute candle close, which was my plan. But now I have to consider that, is the 1 minute gonna be enough? Just because it was enough for my retest just to have a 1 minute candle close bullish, right? Come back, retest here, then the candle close bullish. Now it might be worth, yeah, it might be worth waiting London Open, to be honest. Next 5 minute. GJ is showing why it's nasty, not worth the time. Well, we're being extremely patient with it. Like, I'm waiting for that 1 minute retest, right? I didn't impulsively go. I'm waiting for the retest. Like, that's max patience. I still trust the idea, though. If I was alone, I would FOMO in. Yeah, I mean, I think on another pair, it's not considered FOMO. I wouldn't consider it FOMO if it was on another pair. I'm thinking, is it worth it to go with the 1 minute close above and then rely on the 15 to actually gain traction and start to close above? It's a tough one. 3 minutes. I think I'm going to wait 3 minutes. I think I'm going to wait 3 minutes is not that bad. Even if it closes somewhere up here, I'll have good stop loss. Stop loss will be like 11 pips. I have here 13, so a little bit of a mess. Let's see how gold. Wow, this is nice on gold, actually. This is good. We're getting a pullback on gold. 15 minute is saying what? Retracing here as well. So let's see how gold wants to form supports. I'm guessing that the markets are moving together, so DAX should be moving down. Yeah. Feeling FOMO, zoom out. It's very true, man. That's very true. This is a nice setup back inside the range to take sells, but 3 minutes to open, not something you want to do. Open can come here and liquidate the highs one more time. So let's see, let's see. You guys trading GJ again? I thought you kicked it out completely. We have this like GBP trade, this JPY trade setting up. Spoke about it in one webinar, but it's basically what the JPY are doing with their economy. It's like they're setting it up for a massive influx, because whenever uncertainty comes, the JPY becomes a safe haven currency. So it's like they're purposely getting it weak so that when money goes into safe havens, they're a very attractive safe haven because it's been weak. So I'm looking to just play some of that and then maybe position into JPY longs. They're preparing for crisis. If the crisis comes, Japan is going to be the GOAT. Yeah, exactly. Looking for S2 sells on gold. The problem is where you're going to sell S2. You have only this range here and stops is pretty nuts. 95 pip stops. I mean, you could run it here like 50 pips here. Just this level here, you know, no 5-minute pullbacks. This could just be we broke structure towards the upside. You're going to go against. So what is telling you that this is the high of the day? That's what you're literally telling me right now. You're telling me this is the high of the day. From the morning, we've had bullish structure. So, I mean, you could be right, but you need to have reason to why this is the high of the day. To at least high of this, not day, high of the session. Because if it's not going to be the high of the session, you're going to lose the trade. You need to think about it like that. So if you want to take sells, this has to be the high of the session. Because if it isn't the high of the session, you're going to get stopped out. Maybe your idea plays out later, but then that was a leak in your ideas. It needed to retest higher. So if you put those probabilities together, it can help a lot. So here, London Open. Let's see what GJ did, London. I'm interested. So a bunch of BS. DAX is doing what for London Open? Testing the bottom of the range. So could we buy from the bottom of the range back to the top is going to be the question. Maybe. Let's see how this forms. Because we did a massive liquidity grab to the bottom, but I'm not really satisfied with this liquidity grab to the top. It's very small. It's not enticing enough. It's not fucking up enough, people. So I want to play back up to the top, and then it liquidity grabs to the previous 4 hour, then dumps again. Isn't today NY stream? No, I did it last week, but now I'm sticking in London. Just enjoy London, and I think NY is a great session where I did it for some time to show you guys, but I'm enjoying NY, you know, away from YouTube, if I'm being honest. Because when a session is important to me, which all sessions are, but if I'm doing both and people are distracting and I have to worry about chat and people, you know, viewing and stuff like that, it's an extra pressure that I can definitely avoid when trading matters to me, right? He finds us annoying? No, I don't find you guys annoying. The guys who are here now, I don't find annoying. You guys are the OGs. But I do actually enjoy some of the annoying things though. That is some of the best things, is when it gets annoying, because I actually low-key like it. I like the banter. I like arguing with people. Not arguing, debating is the right word. It's fun, it's energetic, it's good. It's really fun. Can't lie that it's not fun. Gay stuff? Yeah, you everything. Okay, now we need to test today, because today needs to be another good trading day. Put in your votes. Put in your votes. What number? What number? You have to put color and number. Green 8. I'm saying red 2, man. I'm saying red 2. Red 2, I'm saying. For me, red 2. Red 2, I'm saying. If you get it correct, you have to send us a signal. Ronnie is following my lead. Come on. Okay, we're gonna spin now. Red 2. Come on. I think it's red 2, man. Oh, it's not gonna be red 2, is it? Oh, blue 5. Let's see who did blue 5, man. I think this Lemon-Z is cheating. Someone said 1 blue. I'm not seeing blue 5, man. Oh, Decide did blue 5. I'm seeing 1 blue 5. Daniel said blue 5. Okay. Now we're seeing the volume come back in the market after we've done the spin. Check this out. Now we get some volume now. If we close above here. My 5-year-old daughter picked it. She loves this part of the stream. Well, she wins today. She must be super happy. You have to ask her for a signal. How am I cheating? You put it in as it was spinning. So if this closes above here, can we create support to then head back up? That's going to be the question. If it closes below, it's going to change the probabilities of that. Let's see. You said it before? Okay, then I believe you, man. I believe you. I'm not going to scroll up. I'm going to believe you. All right, so we want to see this flip and make support. Then we can take buys. That is boring. Look, if we get a change of structure here, I'd actually be interested for sells in that case. We would flip the 15-minute, try to get volume to push through this support down here, as long as we're not at it. Harry, you could do NY streams for a moderator to block. No, it's not because of the trolls. There's no trolls. There's actually less viewers in NY stream. That's one of the reasons. What's the point? And I prefer in NY working with people who are like more serious in a more connected matter, not just streaming like in that sense, you know? That's why I just put the focus in the exclusive. Everyone is focused there. No one is like, you're not expected, you know? Could you explain again how you describe the rubber band analogy and how you use it? Yeah, it was a very simple concept. I have the same OG rubber band still here. So the concept was basically price grabs liquidity. So before we have a move, we need price to grab liquidity. Now, liquidity can be grabbed in different ways. Could be grabbed in a range from going sideways and then a breakout, or it can be going down to grab orders, which is just filling previous orders. And that is the rubber band. So it's loading price, right? Every time price goes down, it loads price to give it a spring. So the concept is when you are looking for entries, you need to have at the back of your mind, has there been some sort of liquidity grab, right? Something that is going to give me the juice for price to go up. If not, then maybe you need to reconsider your entry or consider other probabilities to help your entry. DJ took some rocket fuel then? What do you guys think? Yeah, wow. You're right. Great timing for the rubber band. Do you guys banter in the exclusive group or is it 100% serious and focused? Tons of banter, but it's fun banter, you know? It's not, it is serious, but it's like, it's a group of friends basically. Like we have fun, we talk about different stuff. It's all dependent, you know? Six minutes. I mean, I would be satisfied with this liquidity grab, but I'm not satisfied with the closes on 30-minute and the 15-minute. But this liquidity grab, I'm satisfied with. Definitely would result in a move, I feel, if we can close above. Just give me a sec. I'm gonna go toilet, come back, bring some extra volume. New shortcoming, trader explains what liquidity part 2. No, it's the same one, so I can't redo it. Oof, reflipped again. Man, this is actually today, this looks really, really dangerous. Bro forgot to wash his hand. Please tell me what the fuck is on my mouse right now. Can you see on my mouse? It's wet. Right? It's wet because I didn't only not wash my hands, I pissed on my hands and then came back to stream. Because that's just normal manly behavior, right? That is peak male experience. Have you ever tried that before? So washing hands is for the weak, right? Why should you have to do two activities when you can always do what? You can, at the same time, you can piss on your hands so it washes it so you don't have to wash it after. You do 2 in 1. You understand? Man's wasting time. Imagine not pissing on your hands. Exactly. Peak male activity. Yes, it's a peak male experience. You figured out the hack? Yeah, peak male experience. When you use 100% of your brain, I'm telling you. Fuck's sake. Now Tony goes next level. Now we can't read it. Now we have to change subject. Because now it's getting from a joke to something dramatic now. Tony's fantasies. Someone clip it and make an IG reel. No, because if that goes viral, that IG reel, I'm in trouble. All right, where are we going to keep stops here? I think we can get away with stops below this candle low, which is that 1 minute structure here as well. It should not need to break that if it's gonna go up. Otherwise, it's just gonna fail again and mess up everyone. But this is its last chance. It's been a long time since I was in the Zoom. 9 stuff. It's your welcome back gift. You'll have a rush of subscribers coming in. Yep, we'll see. Wrong type of subscribers. They're gonna be looking for different type of content. Oh, great. Some guy pissing on his hand and using it. What an amazing idea he came up with. Crazy. It is pretty crazy. So now we're breaking out the range here, potentially. 1 minute for this candle to close. So let's see if we just do a nasty blast to the top of the range and that's it, game over. Or do we do something more civilized? DAX is also shooting up. Yeah, but DAX is hard to get in with DAX. What's happening? Hopefully good things is happening. And we can get some good volume, not BS volume. So let's see if we get a bottom wick, if it comes. Still some time for it. Can't believe I'm about to potentially trade GJ. It feels wrong. Feels wrong. Oh, we do have a problem though. Stop loss here doesn't make too much sense, huh? That's 15 pips already. 15 pips for 11. Ah, shit. Where can I optimize stop loss? Where can I optimize stop loss? Because look, this doesn't make sense. My target is here. So even if I wanted to take this, I just know it's a little bit bigger than I expected. So I have to optimize stop loss with one more pullback here. Otherwise, it just doesn't make sense. Don't know why it looks like a trap. Maybe the stop loss is going to keep us safe from the trap. But I do like it, but it's just... yeah, it's not making sense, man. Yeah. If this can come deeper, then reflip, break the high, I'll take it. So if we come back maybe somewhere here, similar concept, retest somewhere here, I'll put stop loss below that low and take it. I think that should work. It's a good bottom wick now. It's aggressive though. Yeah, but it's with the idea that I don't expect it to flip. So what I would expect it to do is retest, like it has to retest into here, flip. That retest will create 1 minute structure like that. And I rely on that 1 minute structure because if it's going to break it, like every time we broke in 1 minute structure since back here, even here led into a more of a downside. So I'd have to rely on that to be solid here. But it has to come back in here first. Then how big is stop loss? Like 8 pips, yeah. Then it makes sense that. And then I can rely on this previous 30-minute support here to also protect my trade. So that would be my 2 levels of protection. I'd have this one here as number 1, and then whatever lower time frame structure is made here is number 2. Not the most ideal, but it's the only way I can see to get in that makes sense. Just be used as a zone? Yeah, but will it even come and retest the zone? I don't know. We'll have to see. Will not look like we're coming deeper here. Looks like we might just form support here. But in that case, I can't run this stop loss here because if price does want to make one more retest, then I'm getting stopped out for no reason. Thunderstorm? That is an option, a thunderstorm, but we'll have to see in 2 minutes here. I still prefer the deeper retest if I'm being honest. I still want the deeper retest. Can you put it below 1 minute structure at 250? That was my original plan, but stop loss is too big there. It doesn't make sense. So if you take it break of high, your target here, like as much as I want price to continue past it, I can't rely on that. I have to rely on what my target is in front of me. And that's going to be the 1 hour resistance. That is my target. So can price push past it? Yes, it can. But I can't, I'll have to hold and see if that happens, which is fine, but it's not the type of trade I want to be taking, trying to hold and see if that happens. I want to be making money at that level, because if it rejects it and comes back to my entry, I'm out. And my entry is not a good spot for trying to hold through pullbacks because it's a high. If I want to get an entry that's not at a high, then I look for something down here. Then you can hold through any pullbacks because you entered on a pullback. I think you're marrying your idea too much a bit, bro. In my opinion, it's GJ. It's fine though, because we would have to have that confirmation of it coming back down. And if it doesn't and it just goes like this and continues up, it's okay. It's not marrying. I'm actually putting I'm putting as much confirmations that I need. Five-minute buys on gold make sense? Not really, no. Why not give it a shot to see if it pushes? Because if it doesn't, then I'm gonna be in a bad spot. Right? So if it just pushes here, I'm buying the highs without a retest. My stop loss is big and then I'm stuck in drawdown if it doesn't. And then once I get here and it rejects, it's a whole load of waste of nothing. It's easy to give it a shot if you don't care. But if you're putting significant risk on anything above, I would say $700, it would be something to care about. I mean, you could give it a shot and say, hey, when we get up here, I'll just move break even and see if we can push through. But you're still not close to a one. I mean, you could take this negative risk to reward, right? It's not crazy to do so. But if there's no juice, it's just gonna lose. But I mean, you could technically take this negative risk to reward. Now, this is more interesting to me, is DAX, because DAX has more volume than GJ. So can we push DAX here instead of push GJ? Maybe. We have a massive zone on DAX here. Holy shit, this is something we really want to capitalize on. Man, what are we looking like here? 36. Man, I might be aggressive with this one here. It's a massive zone. We haven't tapped that yet. If 5 gives a thunderstorm or some structure here, I'm liking that. That's a nice retest to previous 4 hour. Might just go like that. No 1 minute structure yet. Yeah, today might be a big day where it just flies though. I am super tempted on DAX to rip it break of high. The only thing that's making me hesitate super heavy is just how this 1 minute looks. It feels like I'm just FOMOing. The only thing I have to rely on right now to enter is that today is going to be a day where we just bounce. We bounce like no tomorrow, and this is just going to do a heavy London session. No pullbacks. Which is obviously a risk. I mean, I'd love it if it could just create at least a 1 minute structure. Just to give me something to protect, something. So it would be great. It's trying. I might get it. Waiting for 1 minute structure, what I want? Yeah, I agree with it. I just like that retest of 4 hour. I think it's pretty nice, that one. This is nice that we're pulling back now. One minute trying to close above. see if it does it. I could try a little 1 minute scalp. Let's see. Stop below previous 4 hour. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a short break of high. Stop below previous 4 hour. See if we can push through this here. That's a great bottom wick for me. And if it doesn't, then I'm gonna be kept safe. Try follow this momentum. All right, let's see. Nice. Stop is going to be managed to here now. Shouldn't need to break that. Whoa, that was a big rejection there. Yeah, I'm gonna put stops to break even here. And I'm out break even. Yeah, 70% to TP, big rejection. I don't trust that rejection. So I just closed out break even for me. I don't want to be caught, you know, in a really heavy deep move there. So yeah, 70% to TP. Gave a nice push though. It did give a nice push. I wonder if that was enough to maybe close, but I don't see a reason to close. What was that, 18 points? Yeah, we needed a little more. I just didn't want, because look at this 5 looks very, very sketchy. I don't want to hold a pullback through here and then get stopped out. I do think it can still continue, but I'm not taking that gamble on a Monday yet, especially with a 1 minute trade, right? With a 1 minute trade, I'm not taking that type of approach. I got out at rejection. Yeah, I thought we could get to the 1-to-1 here. Probably we can now after this now created that 1 minute structure. It probably can. But let's see. I wanted to take a safer approach. Harry, I thought you always look at structure on the 5 minute before entering. I have different ways to enter based on market conditions. This is a very old video we have in the WOP content called the 1 minute strat. It's a pretty classic one. I do it in these type of scenarios, but I expect a straight push. I expect these to do a straight push. sometimes we get lucky and it makes structure above our entry, then it's easy to hold. Like, I do love this structure above my entry now. Like, if I was in, this would be the perfect scenario to hold, because anything breaking this, it's game over. So now I would be 100% break even, because it has to respect this now to go up. If it doesn't, then it's going to be a rough, you know. But if it starts breaking this high, you could see a little bit of a push. This high, sorry, not this high, the highest high. That should probably take you to TP, you know. So anyways, I'm happy with my decision. I'm not going to change that. 70% to TP. We were about, how many points away? Yeah, 6 points. So I would have been out break even both ways here, guys. So really, this is a trade where I cannot avoid being out break unless I just go for full SL, which is not my plan for this trade. So happy with it. If it hits TP, it hits TP. I wouldn't really change something. What time did I get triggered on this trade? So normally with these trades, we just need like a lot of volume and then it will come. And it came here, but it wasn't enough volume for us to get a 1-to-1. What the hell? There's no chance. Guys, I'm being hacked. I'm being hacked. Yeah, who sees that? I'm being sniped. How do you zoom tab? Please read what this link is, man. I'm being manipulated. We found the spy. The leak is in the link. Yeah, 18 points there. If I was a YouTube trader, I would say, okay, I'm out half, I'm out half, I'm out half. I close half. What a win. Let's go, boys. W's in the chat. But I did not close half. Now, this would worry me if I was holding still, right? I think this would have just hit SL eventually, because now we have a 5-minute bearish candle. It's not a good sign, that. So happy with the decision, gave it a shot. If it doesn't want to continue up, it doesn't want to continue up. Gold is consolidating here. Harry, when is the exclusive waitlist open? So here's the thing, man. Today and tomorrow is the last day that the exclusive will be open in this format forever. Honestly, this is not some sales tactic or something. I am shutting down the exclusive, and not the people inside, of course, but that will be it, done. So actually, to celebrate, because I'm feeling in a good mood, only you guys on stream. I'm not gonna publicize this. I'm not gonna do anything. So this is not gonna be publicized. Since it's the last time we do something like this, I'm gonna make a promo code for you guys, which I've never done. And that's it. So yeah, will the exclusive ever open up again? It will open up in a different way when I'm ready and I'm so I'm redesigning the group. It will open up in a different format. We've ran this, and I want a break from like, I'm happy now to get people into the end of the year, but I don't want people coming to the end of the year. I'm taking things very serious, and the results have been amazing. But I want to redesign the way to get in. It will be an application, and it will be like a very good system on the way in. I want to make it, you guys will see how it will be, and I think it will be something amazing, but it will only be for this time at this price. So if you wanted to get in now, be ready for next year. This is your last chance. Today, maybe I just shut it down today. Honestly, I think I'm shutting it down today. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Today is the last day. Today is the last day. And that's it. Harry, what about previous members that are not currently there? I'll want to rejoin since it's a great community. Yeah, you'll have to get in using the new method then once I decide to reopen. Maybe I'll do it in January. Maybe I'll do it end of January. Maybe I'll do it February. Decides when I feel like I'm ready for people to come in and I have everything set up. So today only, since it is one of the last, it feels like it's sad, but it's not sad. It's better. But today is like the last day that we'll have this, a model of this. And to celebrate, you can use code HarryS. You get 20% off. It's the biggest discount I've ever done on that. Also for Pip Labs, we'll have a massive discount. And yeah, that's it, man. That's the code. Save it. If you've ever wanted to be a part of it, now you can. I'll be closing it by end of day today. So you have the end of the day. I'll be closing it by end of day. And then that's it. Then I look forward for it. Good time to level up in the group. Beginners are dead weight. Yeah, we don't have much beginners in the group. Everyone comes in the group for... yeah, that's a discount for exclusive, man. Does not sound very good. What doesn't sound very good? The way that we're leveling it up? No, it's gonna be amazing. But I just want to focus on the guys on there. I'm not a guy who needs to sell education all the time, and that's the difference with me. So I'm restructuring it. It's gonna be amazing. The guys already in the group know how I'm restructuring it. They know what's coming. But for the guys on YouTube, this is the... So if you want to be in and be part of that restructure, but it's gonna be more for serious people. I'm redoing some of the content in there. We're going to have more of a structure. There's going to be an onboarding process. So like people who are beginners are going to be... it's going to be great, man. I'm really looking forward to it. And it's the guys who are already in there. There's going to be... man, I have like so much planned. I'm actually going to take time off like when we have the holidays, and I'm going to go hard, build something so that everyone can have the success, because we've really... Hierarchy system will be nice. There will be something like that, but it's not a hierarchy because that's not fair. But essentially there's ways you can... I don't want to ruin it because everyone seems to copy me in this industry, but there'll be ways you can graduate to different systems and you get different roles. And the idea in the group is those who want to take things seriously, they then graduate to be a bigger part of the group, and then you get to stay there for free. Then you can actually be paid as an employee for my... Not employee, but a teammate, I like to say. It's just going to be great the way that it's going to overall be designed. And we've had amazing success. And I don't want anything now ruining that success. That's why I'm focusing 100% of my energy for the guys in there. And yeah, I mean, we are just generating month-to-month results now. And it really makes me proud to see month-to-month results. It's just very strong. So I like that. Then the next thing is, just got my new ride today because of TS. Damn, bro. This new differentiating, bro. You have to send that through, man. That's a massive thing. I would love to see your new ride. Doesn't matter what it is, but would be insane to see that. So I'm looking forward. So today's the last day. Ford Raptor, amazing, man. You're gonna send it to us or you're gonna keep it hidden? Amazing. Very happy to see. So yeah, looking forward to that stage of that stuff. And yeah, that's the plan. But gold is ranging now. I'm also, one thing I'm glad is, can you keep it 2 weeks open? Look, if it's because you get your pay at the end of the month and you wanted to do that, and I know you've been on stream for a while, DM me, okay? DM me if you need help like that. I get that. DM me, I'll get you in before that. But otherwise, that's it. Like really, we are coming in big next year. And I really want to focus on, you know, my free value as well, how much I can build online, because I'm one of the guys who puts out a lot of free value, and the effort I give in the group is completely different. So the free value is just going to be leveled up even further. The videos that are coming out and stuff. Like, I'm just looking forward to it, you know. I think it'll be able to help a lot of people. And that's always been my goal and forever my goal. You know. I've always sacrificed the money side of this business to see people succeed, because that satisfies me. The money I can make. Just when I grow a pair, I can, you know, start risking 15, 20k a trade, and then we'll keep everyone's mouth shut. But I work on that in silence, right? So yeah, that's going to be the plan. Just wanted to let you guys know, just a small announcement for those on the stream. I'm not even going to publicize it and make an announcement that it's closed. I will announce that it is closed, that people know, but I'm not going to announce that they can get in today and stuff like that. I'm just going to say, hey, group is closed. Thank you all for showing, you know, something like that. And then I'll catch you guys on live streams. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that small update. Also, if you're thinking about purchase Pip Labs, wait till Friday. Massive discount coming. Do not purchase Pip Labs now. You will pay more. I mean, you can pay more. It will help the company, but I know you guys don't want to, so just wait, huh? And that's it. So appreciate you all. Have an amazing rest of your day. Let's see what New York session brings. Yeah, I would have got stopped out at this if I held, so I'm happy I managed it. And I think it was a good shot for London. I'm not seeing any other entries I would have liked. Yeah, I'm not seeing any other entries. So let's see how this ends up forming. We could maybe look for buys above here later. Buys above, sells below type situation. Let's keep NY rocking. And appreciate you all. Much love, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. All right? Peace. Cheers, guys. Cheers.